Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for some indie comic reviews, and in these indie comic reviews I'll be covering Gatchaman issue 7 and Juvenile issue 3. I'll now get things ready and organised for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So starting off with Gatchaman issue 3, which is done through Mad Cave Studios. Does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, which we will have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what is happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we catch up with the Science Ninja team, of course out of their costume or out of their uniform, as they attending a sports arena, and of course one of the characters that catch up, or that sort of like capture one of or a couple of the members' attention, is someone by the name of Daiko Hayashi. I hope I said that correctly. And we see that he actually wins this martial arts tournament that's taking place. As we start to move towards the middle of the story, there's another attack on the city, and of course the Science Ninja team, of course, get back in the uniform to take on what is attacking the city. And last but not least, towards the end, to which they start to encounter a new rival or villain this time. Now, is it Daiko? Time will tell us in the next couple of issues. So, for the internal art, I give it a 7.5, especially in regards to the art's consistency from issue to issue. Next is the area of the story, which consists of time, location, and cast. Starting off with the area of time, do we get any indication as to when things take place time-wise? No, we don't. Next is the location, of course, the main city, and the Nakayama Sports Arena. The cast of characters, consisting of the Science Ninja team, Daiko Hayashi, and Dr. Nambu. For the overall story rating, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into Juvenile issue 3. So as we move into Juvenile issue 3, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Now I'll move into the area of the internal art as we have a look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we catch up with these characters that have been put, that are in like some type of asylum, but unable to know what's happening in the outside world. And of course they're having classes. We get to catch up with the characters of the previous issue, but also with some that are in this issue. The main ones that we sort of seem to focus on are on Sora and Allah. As we start to jump towards the middle of the story, we realize one of them have had to, well, go under a procedure, but we somehow learned that there's a little bit more happening with some of the procedures that are happening in the story. What though? I'm not completely sure as of yet. And last but not least, towards the end, as we get to see what takes place around their next meal time. So for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. First things first, did we get any indication as to what time some of these things were taking place? No, we didn't, though it would not hurt to include it in the story. Next is the location, is wherever the hell this asylum type thing is that they're being held in. And the cast of characters that I managed to get out of the story were mainly Sora and Allah. They did fail to address like some of the previous characters, And because of that, where before the rating was around, I think, the 7-ish, or around the 7s, it has dropped to a 6.5. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.